time to get unready. Okay, so the first step of my nighttime routine is removing my makeup. I'm gonna start with this awesome scrunchie. These are the best. I swear I could MacGyver it and save someone's life, but I won't. I'll just take off my makeup. So I have this Beautycounter makeup remover. It's called Cleansing Balm. Full disclosure, I call this my church routine because I actually, most of the time, go to bed with my makeup on. Beauty sin number one. And so I call this my church routine because it's like I can sin all week and then go to church on Sunday by doing this routine and my skin forgives me. All is forgiven. So it just rubs it right off. It's kind of like an oily, it starts out as a sort of a solid and you're just really good in there. And I had my makeup done for something today, so you go full Joker. And by the way, if you're a parent and want to discipline your children and really scare them, this is a good way of doing that. So sometimes I multitask and call my son in to really freak him out. And then I have these little cotton wipes and I just take the makeup down. That's it. Why do I do this with my mouth? Do most people do that? Next, I use cleanser to get it all off. And I found this stuff at Whole Foods. It's called Mychelle. It's a fruit enzyme cleanser. I used to have really bad acne before I had kids. I had all these zits right here. And someone recommended this to me to help my acne and it really worked. See this? My hands are slippery, so I have to lean into it. And then just all over, just massage it into your face. Get your neck. So what I love about that is it's really effective at getting the day off, which if I'm working, especially on camera, you tend to have, I feel like 2 times the amount of makeup you would wear normally, so it's kind of deep in your skin. And I feel like the oil really gets it off. And also it doesn't feel like, you know how a lot of makeup removers feel like they're stripping your skin, because this is oil-based, it still feels really soft and nice. So my skin feels ready and prepped for all of the magical tinctures I'm gonna add to it. So next I have this Clinical Pro Heal Serum. So this was something I was using when I was pregnant because I wasn't allowed to use retinol. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but my gynecologist was like, okay, you can do anything you want, you can have wine, whatever, don't have big fish sushi and do not have retinol. What I love about this is that it's really good for both anti-aging and fighting acne, which I had a lot of while I was pregnant, but I'm using it after because it's awesome. It's called Pro Heal Serum and I really, like I said, this is church, so it's all about healing the damage from the week. So you just put it in your hand and then you just pat it into your skin like that, all over your face. And I like this because a lot of serums, especially if they're for acne, can feel really harsh and tingly and like they're burning your face. And I used to believe that that meant that it was working. It doesn't. So I'm gonna take my hair down because I'm on camera because, oh yeah, oh, that's much better. Ooh, that looks good. As you can tell, I have very pale, fair skin. And so I like to use these gradual tan face drops, especially at night before I go to bed. What I once did, the first time I tried this, was I actually put all drops, I put like 8 drops in my hands and applied it like a face oil. Woke up with an orange face, don't recommend that. What you do is you take this VINTNER'S active botanical serum. This stuff is a miracle worker. I feel like it's anti-aging, anti-acne, glowy, all of it, makeup artist in one. And you basically, they tell you like do 6, but do however many you want to do. So you put the oil in your hand, and then what I do is I add these James Reed drops. Hang on. I'm opening it slowly. Okay. You basically add 3, 1, 2, 3, I'll do 4 because I'm feeling extra peppy. 4 drops into the oil, into the active botanical serum, rub it all together, and then you just pat it on your face. And I'll wake up glowy and kind of just a little like you were sun-kissed. Like I might have gone for a jog today and the sun just kissed my cheeks. That's what it looks like. It's not tan, it's not bronze, it's just a little bit of glowy, but I love it. I found the James Reed stuff at Target, actually, of all places, and then Net-a-Porter started carrying it, so now it's gone all fancy. But I think you can still get it at Target. And then if you do this, make sure that when you're pressing it into your skin, you also kind of rub it into your hairline so that you don't wake up with the tan line around your face. Aren't I just so glowy? Just, oh, look at that, just glowing skin. All right, so the last product in the routine is Glossier Balm.com. This is a really good way to moisturize and plump those lips. And I feel like when I go to bed with something on my lips, the next day they just feel really full and soft. So I usually do it at night, all over, like outside the line, all over my face. And now it's time to decompress. I just have one last thing. Okay, so at the end of the night, I love to have a little something sweet, and my favorite is this Pure Leaf Herbals iced tea. It's actually made with real hibiscus, which is awesome, and mango is my favorite, and it's caffeine free, so I don't stay up all night. And then I love to read a book to unwind, and I like a real book that I can hold and pages I can turn. So I always try to read a little bit before bed. It was actually a New Year's resolution, and it allows me to hit the sheets. So that's it. Good night.